So, welcome to Arts and Crafts. It isn't Arts and Crafts. I bought these cheap sock boots from Acer, which is a company, I don't know if you get it in America, but in England they sell cheap kind of fashion wear, and I needed something to wear for the summer that was quite light, so I'm going to do a jobby on them. So I'm going to experiment with these things, and so what I've done is I'm going to mask off certain parts with masking tape. This is masking tape for small models, and this is just general masking tape. So this is made by Tamiya, who make those really kind of very detailed small models of cars and, you know, war stuff. Anyway, this is like a sock with a boot on the end, and it's quite trendy. It's got that kind of futurist look, which I quite like, but it's a bit orange, which is fine. It will go with my bike, but I'm going to blend it with, I'm going to sort of cut, see this seam line here? I don't know if you can see, there's a seam line there. I'm going to cover all of this with a rubberized kind of paint, and the arc here for the back of the foot, which is the only part which has a hard piece in it. I'm going to leave this line, but I'm going to rubberize all of that as well, and maybe have a line going across here so that it's waterproof. And I'm going to coat this probably in a waterproof material as well, so it's breathable but waterproof. So I'll get more use out of these, not only in the summer but for winter as well. I think they look really cool, kind of sci-fi futuristic stuff, which is my thing. So I've been doing all this with it. I'm going to use, for the difficult stuff on the knitted material, I'm actually going to mask it with this. I'm going to use orange so it doesn't stain, which is just cheap plasticine for a couple of quid. Something like maybe $2-3 in America. It's £2.50, so maybe, yeah, I don't know, $2 in America, something like, or maybe $3 or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is. So I'm going to do that, and I've got some mock-ups of what it will look like, which I will show you now. So here is the mock-up I've made on a kind of Photoshop equivalent on my Chromebook. So yeah, so it's going to be like this. So here, this is all going to be rubberized tape, spray paint, and so is this, and it's made by a company called Plastidip, it's really durable. They use it for cars, but it's also really flexible. So some people use it and they put it on cloth and material, and it makes it waterproof. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully make it a bit more durable. So you can see where I'm masking it up. I want to leave this orange line here, so that you get that nice break, and it just adds a bit of interest. And I might actually continue the brown from this line straight across like that. I'm not sure. I'm going to waterproof this part as well, but I think that orange and tan will look pretty interesting. It's a nice colour. One tones down the other. But anyway, that's the plan. So I'll keep you updated as to how well it goes or otherwise. Hello people. So I've just finished my new little project, which was buying some cheap sock boots from ASOS, which cost, I think they're under 20 quid, something like, I don't know, probably about 15 quid or something in the sale. Really, really cheap. I bought them a while ago, and I just thought, I'm not sure. So I did an experiment. I bought some Plastidip, which is for cars, but it's basically liquid rubber that you spray on. And these things, the material is a kind of, I don't know, polyester, and it was an absolute nightmare to mask up. So in the end, I actually had to do a mixture of masking, then spraying the paint into the paint tin until I got some kind of gloopy reservoir of paint, and then got a paintbrush and dabbed it in really carefully. And then when I got a good line, especially on this part of the boot, I actually put masking just to touch over that line, and then sprayed again. And it was a lengthy process. It actually took days and hours and hours and hours of work, but I kept doing it because I just thought, why not, you know. And now I've got some waterproofing, and it's still breathable. What I'll probably do is spray this with that breathable waterproof fabric spray that you get for camping, so that I can wear them in the rain. They're very, very light. They've got really good sole. They should be quite good for jogging and running if you're into that kind of thing. I don't run. I mean, who's chasing me? So I walk. I think the last time I ran I was about 12. That's not true, but you know, it was a while ago. I just noticed that my boots go with my snail, my aquatic snail. What genius. Anyway, yeah, so there they are. I think they've come out quite well. I masked this area up because I wanted that kind of orange intersection here around the supported part for the ankle. I thought that would look good. But I'm really pleased with them. They look very much like the Photoshop renders I did. What do you think? sock boots that are kind of sock boots that have been gene spliced with Wellington boots via some kind of liquid rubber spray thing. I kept this line at the back, which goes up to the pull bit so you can get your feet into the boot. I kept that because I thought it would look quite good, just to cut into the mass there. Looks quite nice. Very thick rubber on it, so even as they are now, they should have a certain amount of shower resistance, at least at the front, and still be quite breathable. And I just cut in the side here as well, just so I can get some sort of splash up from the ground protection if I tread in a puddle. I reckon these things will stain really easy. I think what I'll probably do is, as I say, put some water protectant on there so that they get bead off and stuff like that, because I don't really want to have to chuck these in the washing machine every time I use them. An interesting idea though, I've never seen these things before, sock boots, so I thought, I mean they were dirt cheap, I just thought, I'll buy them and see what they're like. They got a 5-star rating on ASOS. ASOS is a really cheap fashion online thing in the UK if you're watching from America. So there's my experiment. I think they look kind of futuristic and weird. I like that. And they go with my bike. Who knew? So yeah, quite pleased with them. So the whole thing together only cost me, I don't know, not very much at all. As I say, the boots were, I think they were less than half price in the sale. To be honest, they weren't worth much more than that. The sole's really good quality and it's really well adhered to the top. But the top is literally a sock. So how much can you charge for a sock with a rubber sole? Anyway, there it is. It's finished now. I'm quite happy with the result. Yeah, and I think the rubber will give it more stability at the front here. It will keep its shape. But I actually haven't tried them on. They've literally still got the packing in them that you get when they come in the post. So they're half Wellington boot, half sock, half running shoe, half mash up from the future. There we are. New project done. Took a long time, but actually I think it's worth it. What do you think? Leave some comments or don't. Subscribe or don't. You're free. Do what you want.